Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using the 12 by 12 paper pad from Hello Love, and then one paper from Felicity Jane, this one right here. I just cut a couple circles out of it. Now I am using that sketch from Creative Scrappers because, as you know, it's my goal, right? Right here I'm showing the paper pad where I pulled the papers from, except for the Felicity Jane one. I am going to use a piece of this cardstock for the background. This is the marshmallow cardstock, I believe, and again, I wasted this one. It's very thick. I did not do any mixed media on it except for some splatter, so it was kind of a waste, but that's okay. They are very sturdy, and in fact, if I could afford to spend that much money on cardstock for a background for every layout I did, I probably would. But I just, it's kind of a waste of money, I think. If you're not going to be putting, liquid on it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set up my background to kind of correspond with the sketch a little bit. I like to do that when I'm using sketches. First, I just want to build the base, right? So I had initially cut out those two circles. There's a circle up there at the top. There was a background, there was a banner, and then just a couple pieces filled in here and there. So I did try to replicate that as much as I could. I feel like it takes me so long to scrapbook a page. Sketches for me are the best way to go. Even if it's a sketch I made myself, that's fine, that's perfect. But as long as I'm following something, then I could get there in a timely manner. If I'm just like going out on my own, free-willing it, then it's going to take me a minute. And sometimes I just really want to get the pages done, right? And that's what I was doing in this instance. So I really did just cut out the pieces that I saw on the sketch, and I'm trying to stick to them as close as I can. Right here I'm going to use this green branding strip down the bottom. At first you saw I was shopping around that other branding strip. I really liked it. I wanted to use it, but I couldn't. This one I am going to use. It's going to go right down there at the bottom. I am going to go off screen and kind of trim it down a little bit. I am going to use that circle there as well. This piece was a little too big for my liking, so it got a little trim job too. Alright, so the pictures that I'm going to scrapbook, these are pictures of BJ and I, and these were way back in 2012. And I title this page, Love Your Humor. On this particular day, he was going to prom. Not his prom, but his girlfriend's prom. And he had moved out of the house, and he was living with this girl and her family, who, that's a different story. But I was talking about how his humor, this was a difficult situation for me because this girl that he was seeing, she is the spawn of Satan, and he knew it. But his humor, he was able to just diffuse the whole situation, right? Everybody ended up having a good time. We all met in this park to take pictures of our children. Everybody got along just fine because of his humor. He was just this, I don't know, what would you call it? The peacemaker? I don't even know. Yeah, he's really good about that. He can, the uncomfortable situations, he can totally diffuse. I don't know where he got it from, because he sure didn't get it from me. Because if I'm in an awkward situation, I will look around and say, awkward. No, he can diffuse it. Don't know where that came from. But anyways, that's what I'm talking about in this journaling right here. And the photos I used are only photos that were taken of him and I on these days. And they're not fabulous, but it's what I have. It's what I have that I'm willing to put in my scrapbook anyway. So, yeah. So I went ahead and put the strips down at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and commit to this little cluster right here. And this is where my photos are going to sit like they were before. Now, the original photos were full color, and I went ahead and turned them to black and white, but I only did it at like 85%, so you can still see a little bit of color in the photos. Not much, but there's a little bit of fleshy tones, but again, not too much. I went ahead and cut that strip at the bottom into a banner. That's what was on the sketch as well. And then I'm going to stick it down right here. I do stitch on this. I don't think I have done it yet. I think after I put down the base and finally complete the base, I am going to go ahead and stitch. So you guys know what I did today? For me, it is February 8th. For you, it is March 3rd, which is my birthday month, FYI. I went and got my hair cut. You remember when, like, I did that one layout and I went and got highlights on my hair, and it was really, my hair was really long. It is all cut off. It's like up to my shoulders because I haven't had my surgery yet, but I need hair that I can manage. I need to be able to brush it with one hand, basically. So I went and got my hair cut, and I haven't done that in a few years. I haven't had short hair now. I used to go through these phases where I'd cut my hair really short and then just let it grow. And then a couple years later, cut my hair really short and then just let it grow. Well, here the past, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years, I've just been letting it go. And it's just been growing. What had happened was, I knew I'm just going to have that one hand that I could use for a couple weeks. And I asked Jim, can you make a ponytail? And he's like, of course I can. I had 2 girls. I know how to make a ponytail. Guys, his kids were the little girls on the playground where their ponytails had fallen out. That's what their ponytails were like. So I was like, okay, show me. And he put a ponytail on my hair. No. So I was like, well, this isn't going to work. He's going to be no help at all. I'm going to have to do something else. So I went ahead and just got it cut. I'm just like, whatever. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. You saw where I did the stitching, and now I'm going to go ahead and put these photos down right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and pull out a few embellishments. I don't over embellish this too much. I put a couple arrows down. I am going to put those hearts down as well. Right here's where I put the love, and it's one of those gold dipped loves. So the top is pink and the bottom is gold. It's really pretty. I like that effect. The only problem is sometimes you'll get thickers like that. I mean actual alphabet thickers. And you can't make other letters with them because they're like that. I have a big problem with those kind of alphas being in a thicker set, and also different pattern alphas being a thicker set, because I can't maneuver them to be whatever letter I need at the time. That bothers me. I usually try to stay away from it. This one was actually on a chipboard sticker sheet, not an alpha sheet, so you know, it was fine. I went ahead and put down those hearts. You can see I changed out the peach heart from mint heart because I don't have any peach on this layout really. I did use a little bit of that heart paper, and they had different colors, and there were a couple peach hearts in there, but not that much. So I went ahead and swapped it out for the pink one. And right here I'm putting Love Your Humor down. The Your is with the LE Studio black alphas, and the Humor is that Homestead font that I have been so fond of lately for some reason. Here's where I'm going to go ahead and put down my arrows. So after I do that, I think I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of journaling. Oh yeah, I put this gold thicker heart down there at the bottom, or chipboard heart, sorry. It was on that chipboard sheet, and it just to tie in the gold from the hearts above and also the love. So it comes down there in the bottom left hand corner. And I am popping up all those banner ends up on some foam tape. Some of this probably could have been cut out, but yeah, that's what I did. I'm just gonna pop up the other 2 points as well, and it's gonna take me a minute. Not really a minute, just a couple seconds, guys. It's okay, calm down. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, and on this one I am actually going to draw the lines for my journaling. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I write my journaling with pencil and then go over with a pen. This time I did draw my lines, and then I'm just gonna write my journaling in pen just from the start. That is a Stedler pen, if you care to know. I don't know why you would, but it's fine. It's a Stedler pen, it's good. Right here I'm taking some black sequins and sprinkling them around the page. I am going to move them. And then I'm also going to pull out some gold and sprinkle those around as well. Now, while I was sitting here this evening and went ahead and I had previously edited the video, and today I added in the photos, which FYI are not that great because it's nighttime. I couldn't get them that great, so you get what you get, right? Anyways, I had put a gold sequin down at the bottom of my journaling, and when I pulled this layout back out, it was gone. So on this layout, I did use the Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to hold down the sequins, and now I'm kind of wondering if I go back and look at my album, if all the sequins that I use Scotch for are going to be laying at the bottom of my page, because one is already missing. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some gold Heidi Swap Color Shine. Anyways, on that piece that was missing, I don't know where the gold sequin went, so I just took out that gold Heidi Swap Color Shine again and just kind of dabbed it over where the glue had left a mark. That's not going to reflect in the photos. I think the photos, I'm not sure if they will have that sequin on there or not. I actually didn't go back and check. Right here I'm showing you the sketch again, and I pointed at the bottom there for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't put anything there. Alright guys, after I do that, I do not do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.